Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah, I'm a voice teacher, and men, this video is all for you. Today we're talking about mixing specifically for the male voice. Today we're gonna learn what is a mix, how to find your mix, and a mixed voice workout just for you. And stick around to the end of the video for that mixed voice workout that you can follow along to in real time. I've enlisted the help of my friend Austin Hicks to demonstrate the exercises throughout this video. He is a fantastic singer and an all-around wonderful person, and I'm going to include his social links here. Let's start off with, what is mixing? Mixing is blending our chest voice, and our head voice, together. And yes, men, you do have head voice, and it is vital for expanding our higher range. This blending or mixing happens at our passages, which are transition points in our voice where we are moving from one register to the next. If you've ever been singing and you had a crack or a flip, chances are that happened at your first or second passage. Here's another way I want you to think of mixing. Mixing is a strong head voice with an anchor into our chest voice. We cannot mix effectively if we do not embrace our head voice. My favorite way to experience a mix is by imagining that I am yelling across the street and say, hey, hey. You wanna make sure that that pitch is up and isn't hey, because that's my chest voice, that's my speaking voice. Here's Austin doing a great example of this.
Hey, hey. Hey!
Really practice this until you get this feeling. It might feel a little weird at first. We are looking for a really, really strong head voice. The resonance in this sound is up in our head and in our cheekbones. So now that we've found our mix, let's go to some exercises. The first exercise is a lip bubble or a lip buzz. You're going to take your fingers and put them on your jawline and just lift up your cheeks slightly. This is what we're going for. You're also going to keep a very relaxed vowel in your mouth. So your tongue should be flat on the bottom of your mouth. This is the sound we're looking for. Not teeth are clenched, tongue is tight. We want a little bit more space. This is going to help us experience more of our head voice. And we want to think of it as like a really great stretch for our vocal cords. On this scale specifically, it's a long scale and it helps us practice going from thick chords, which we have in our chest voice, to thin chords as we go up. And with this exercise, you're going to take it as high as you can go, as long as you're not feeling squeezy in your throat. That's not what we want. We really want to keep it really relaxed, but take it up as high as you can go. And chances are on a lip bubble, you can go higher than you think you can. Next, we have a hum. I want you to try for me. Like you just ate something really delicious and it surprised you how good it is. That's the kind of sound we're looking for on this hum. We are not looking for this HM because I'm getting a burst of air as I sing that. I want to make sure it's As you do this, you might even feel a tickle on your lips. That means you're doing it right. So we want to lean into this M. And just like the lip buzz, we have a relaxed vowel in our mouth. We're not looking for a lot of air coming through on the top. Just like with the hey, we talk about the resonance being up here. We're gonna feel that on the hum because a lot of that resonance is happening in the front of our mouth. So embrace that feeling right there. Bratty neigh. And by bratty, it should feel very cartoony. Neigh, neigh, neigh. Really high and really right in the front of your face. Neigh, neigh, nay. Oh, and very ugly, obviously. We are embracing the ugly. This is not supposed to sound beautiful. The resonance is really lifting up into your head in your cheekbones, or as some people say, the mask. Nay, 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 nay. Like I said, very ugly. So this bratty neigh is what I call an unfinished sound. These sounds are like training wheels for our voice. They put our voice into a place that we want to be so that we can memorize those sensations and get that muscle memory. So the bratty neigh, why I love it so much, is that it strengthens up our thin vocal cords. So as we are going up higher into the notes that we all want to be able to sing effectively, right? Sometimes we lose strength and we get breathy, right? And that's where that falsetto sound comes in. Well, the bratty neigh strengthens that up. So underneath the ugly sound, what we're really looking for is not any excess air coming through. Neigh, 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 neigh. You hear that air? That's not what we want. We really want to lean into how ugly it is and the N. Neigh, 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 neigh. Man. It never gets pretty. It never gets pretty. Just embrace it. It's not going to be pretty. Don't worry. This is an unfinished sound, which means it is not finished, aka going on a stage. You won't sound like this forever. I promise. Trust the process. Here's Austin singing a bratty neigh. I'm so glad he was able to demonstrate this one so effectively for us.
Neigh, 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 neigh. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay.
As you're making it bratty, embrace this very tiny feeling and do not let it get any louder. We are not looking for nay, 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 nay. A lot of that's coming from my throat. We really want it to feel really good, like you could do it all day. So when you're up on the top, allow it to be very tiny. Nay, 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 nay. Really small, like a cartoon. You can also do the neigh on an exercise called the octave repeat. Asti does a great job of that here.
Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay.
One of those exercises might feel better to you. Whatever one works for you, run with it. Don't worry about the other scale if it's just not working for you right now. So next we have one of my favorite exercises. This is a bib. We're doing this also on this long scale. The reason that I love this long scale so much is because it helps us practice going from thick chords on the bottom to thin chords on the top. And getting that transition from thick chords to thin to be smooth and gradual is what we all want. We don't want any flips or cracks or bumps in the road on my way up there, right? So this exercise really helps with that. So with the bib, it is going to feel similar to the neigh, but without the bratty sound. And I want it to feel a little bit like we're talking. Bip, 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 bip. Notice up on the top that I did not get any louder and I didn't sustain any of these notes. It's pretty staccato. Bip, 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 bip. There's that tiny sound again. That's all I need up there because we're practicing having really, really thin vocal folds. For some of my men out there that are belters, this might feel so strange. This might be brand new territory, especially if you've never really sung in your head voice before. Just embrace it. Allow that sound to be small and quiet. It is going to do wonders for your voice.
Bip, 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 bip. Beep, 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 beep.
Another exercise to do on the bib is a descending version of what we just did. Starting up on the top. Bip, 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 bip. Again, making those top notes bip, 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 short instead of bip, 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 bip. I want that B to be pretty explosive. You can see that Asti in this clip is using his hands to visualize a narrow sound. This is a great tool. I love that he's doing this. The corners of our mouth should stay very relaxed and kind of parallel. We don't want bip, 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 because then my vowel is going to shift to beb. It's very important in this exercise that it stays bib.
Bip, 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 bip. Bip, 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 bip. Bip, 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 bip.
troubleshooting. First, you might be feeling breathy on the top, or you're having a hard time finding a clear sound. Focus on the bratty neigh and really commit to that bratty sound. Make it very extreme. It should feel very easy and not come from your throat. Neigh, 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 neigh. That is all coming from my throat. My extrinsic muscles are getting in on the party, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna lift it up, maybe even lift my eyebrows. Neigh, 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 neigh. Embrace that bratty sound. Also, try these exercises out and keep what works. If one exercise is making you more breathy and another one isn't, focus on the one that is giving you strength. This is how we get the muscle memory. We're gonna focus on what works and not on what doesn't. The second issue you might be having is feeling heavy or shouty up on the top. Focus on reducing the volume and live in the lip bubble for a while. It is a great one to release vocal weight and reduce tension if you're feeling tight in your throat. The bratty neigh is also amazing for this, but again, make sure that you're keeping it very small and very quiet. When we get louder, our vocal folds get thicker, aka more vocal weight. And so if you're experiencing that shouty sound, really focus on bringing the volume back. I find for a lot of my belters, they always think they're quieter than they actually are. So really bring that back. You should not be singing these exercises on a forte or a fortissimo. Really bring it back. The third issue you might be having is a flip or a crack at the top. So what we need to practice is smoothing out and strengthening our first and second passage. Focus on the bratty sound. I really love the bratty sound, you can probably tell. And the bib. Remember that the sensations in the bratty neigh and the bib are very similar, but the bib doesn't have the bratty sound. Back to back, they should sound like this. Neigh, 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 bratty neigh. Bib, 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 bib. So up on the top, feels very similar to me, but it doesn't have that really abrasive bratty sound. If you want tracks to follow along for this mixed voice workout, I've recorded some just for you. The link is in the description below to get the download, and I hope that these exercises help you find your mixed voice. Please let me know in the comments if you find success. I want to cheer you on. And until next time, I'm Hannah, I'm your voice teacher, and now you're all my students. Please like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you next time.